Regear. Anytime that you go up a tire size or add significant rolling weight to your vehicle, your transmission is taking on that extra duty. When your gearing is no longer in balance with the rest of your vehicle, bad things happen. Your transmission builds excessive heat, your MPG suffers, and your throttle response lags. We like to use the example of a mountain bike, because everyone we know has ridden uphill in the wrong gear and had to switch to a lower gear to continue moving forward. That's exactly what happens to your vehicle on a larger scale. So every time that you take your stock geared, lifted truck on 35s or 37s off-road or out towing or even just down the highway, you're effectively stressing out the rest of your driveline. Off-road enthusiasts and overlanders, you guys need Regear. If you've not done this modification yet, it's the most important thing that you can do to your vehicle if you're out there off-road with camping gear, or you've got front and rear steel bumpers, you've got overlanding equipment, you've got a rooftop tent, whatever it may be, whatever your personal setup is or whatever your terrain is, you all need Regear because you're all running bigger than stock tires and your driveline is suffering if you haven't done this yet. Racing and high performance enthusiasts, tire size, engine size, transmission gearing, drag racing or street racing, eighth mile, quarter mile. At Nitro, we know all the details matter and tie into what your track times are and will become. We have high performance specialists ready to help you decide what gear to run and what conditions, because when you win, we win. Diesel competition and performance. Gears will save you thousands in repairs and fuel. Power mods are great. But what about all the mechanical mods that you need to support that power and, better yet, deliver it efficiently? Because regearing is less of a power mod and more of a performance mod. If you're talking about power, you're talking about force. When you're talking about performance, you're talking about efficiency. That's where upgrading your drivetrain comes in. And what's the final set of gears that power is sent through? The axle and differentials. Since the EPA is cracking down and it's more difficult than ever to delete trucks, the industry is stepping more into wheel and tire combinations than ever before. This is putting transmissions, turbos, and aftermarket treatment systems in jeopardy because the truck's now out of its optimum RPM range, but you can get that back with a Regear. Daily drivers. Not everybody wants or needs a highly modified vehicle, but that doesn't mean you can't still take the benefits of regearing. We'll use the 2016 and up Toyota Tacoma for example. These trucks left the factory with less than optimal gearing, and we're pretty sure that it was in pursuit of a better MPG sticker. It looks great on a spec sheet, but that doesn't really relate to real-world driving conditions. And we know that because we actually bought one for ourselves. We found that right off the lot, it had too tall a gearing, especially for the mountainous, hilly area where we live in Washington State. We're actually planning on putting 488s in it bone stock without even changing the tire size to show you how much of a difference it can make. For people who tow a trailer, or go off-roading on the weekends, or carry excessive amounts of gear, regearing is still a great option for you, even if your vehicle is closer to stock. Why Nitro gear and axle? Our gears are made with a 5-cut process and an OEM production facility. That means our gear is installed at factory shim spec, and that saves time on install. We're an American-owned business. That means that we have a higher level of order efficiency and great customer service. With dozens of stocking warehouses across the US, East and West Coast Nitro gear and axle facilities, we have the parts that you need when you need it. Last but not least, we manufacture quality parts that you can depend on. This means months and sometimes years of research and development to assure that you're getting nothing but top performing parts for your car, truck, or SUV, no matter how modified or bone stock it may be. Simply put, it's Nitro or nothing. Make contact today, we'll be glad to help you.